Good? Yeah. Okay. All right, so we're going to talk about how to take eggs from a girl that has just laid. And so some people say, well, they're aggressive after they just laid. Well, actually, they're very defensive. They're defending those eggs. And it's kind of amazing how a ball python can be so sweet, just a puppy dog, baby tame. But as soon as she lays eggs, that instinct to protect them is huge. So we got a good question in our last YouTube video about how to take the eggs from a defensive mom. We'll see if this mom is very defensive, but if she is, we'll kind of go through how we get them from her without getting ourselves bit. All right, and we'll just keep going, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Pastel OD Leopard Yellow Belly Possible Het Pied. So just a mouthful of genes there, really, really pretty girl. She just finished laying them, so right after they lay, a lot of times they're a little tired just from all the work of getting the eggs out. They're not usually that defensive right after they lay, but if you give them a few hours, they get all that strength back in there right after you. But I can already see she's freaking out on me a little bit. So you can see here, she's not even really gunning for me. She's just upset that we're bugging her right now, about to take the eggs. So you see here, she's just that way, which is exactly how you expect a mom to be in this situation. She's not actually trying to bite me right now. She knows she can't reach me. I know she can't reach me, but it's all about her just trying to scare me off. She's trying to be a tough mama. So I'll show you how I do it, and pretty much I just play distraction because I don't mess around with this too much. But come on, I just play distraction right here. Give them a target. Once you kind of move in, a lot of times they'll go defensive like that, just because they don't actually want to pick a fight with you. They just want to scare you away. So she just went defensive on me. But one thing you can do, a lot of times they won't back down like this, is you can just put a snake bag or a cloth over the top of them like this. And when you do that, they'll go into this defensive posture automatically. They don't have a target, a hot target to go after anymore. And that's a way to take the eggs from the mom. Usually when they're off the eggs, they go right back to their normal kind of, however they normally act. They know they're off the eggs and they're no longer trying to defend them. And see, she's chill now. All right, guys, here's another one that we're gonna pull off eggs, and we're gonna do this without the snake bag this time. This is how I typically will do it. Gorgeous pastel leopard clown. One of the best ones I've ever made. Incredible. Love this girl. Yeah, she's putting on the act. Okay, so she's gonna get a little hissing going on. All right, so see my hand here. I'm gonna use this as a distraction essentially, but while this is distracting, I'm gonna come in. As soon as you kind of grab her, she goes into that same kind of defensive mode where she'll duck her head. Okay, and so usually what I'm gonna do is come underneath here. I'm not gonna give her any kind of target, but she's not even trying to bite. Once you really grab them, they stop. So I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna unhook the tail. The tail tends to kind of grab onto that lower egg. If you just take right here and pull, it'll lift those lower eggs up and they might drop and like hit the bottom of the tub and cause an issue. So I unhook the tail right there, just unwrap and lift off, and we're done. That's a great size clutch too. What is that? Nine eggs. Awesome. It's Tuesday night. I'm in here packing up a shipment for the Ham Show, Germany. So they're actually going to the UK first, to my partner there, which is Dave at Bloodball Reptiles. Awesome dude, look him up. He's gonna be at the show, he's gonna have a JKR banner. Go by and say hey. Really awesome guy. So we're packing these up, 11 snakes going, real powerhouses, really, really excited to hear what you guys think of them, excited to see what you guys make with them. I love sipping snakes over to Ham because you guys are working on all kinds of different stuff, and would love just being able to provide you with some extra material to push you towards that. It's really awesome. Let me know when you get them, guys. We appreciate you. Alright guys, so yeah, driving this shipment in, fun stuff. It's early mornings. I was just talking to somebody and I put some thoughts in my head here. I wanted to share them with you guys, and hopefully this is not super long, too involved. But I want to talk a little bit about the market a little bit, and I know for many of you this has no context for you, but a little bit of history. So the ball python market started out, when it started out, it was hot. And it got to the point where if you had a dinkermorph, or even an adult female normal, or anything that could be used to breed ball pythons, you would sell it instantly and for great money. And everybody wanted in, everybody wanted that hot new thing. It sold itself. Everybody knew that was in the market, knew what's up, and they wanted a piece of the pie. And now, all these years later, literally, everything has changed. The market is completely different, and so many different breeders are pretending like it has it. There are more customers. I believe now there's more customers than there ever has been. I see more people entering the market. I see more interest in the market, more than ever before. And I'm always shocked at actually how big and how vibrant this community is, because you may see it's way bigger than YouTube. It's Instagram's a tiny sliver of it. Morph market is huge and growing, but even it represents a very, very small percentage of this market. It's very, very, very large, and the average person or even breeder doesn't even realize the extent of it. It's incredible. But what we do have is we have a lot of new people coming into the market, and it's not simple anymore. When I got in, you had to learn 5 morphs, maybe. 5 more? You got 5 morphs? All right, you know ball pythons. That was how simple it was. Now, can you imagine? I was just talking to somebody yesterday who visited my facility, and he'd been doing it for 2 months, and I was shocked at how much he knew. I'm shocked that eBay could learn that much in 2 months, honestly, because of the amount of knowledge that it takes to really know all these different things and how it all works and how some of these things interact. Some people are just very obsessive about learning, and that's amazing. That's how I was when I got in. But the average person is not. The average person has no clue what they should be interested in. They have no clue about what's really, really special. And it's completely understandable if you think about it. A bunch of us here at the top, we've been doing this forever. We know what's important, right? We generally know. Oh, what's the hot project? Oh, name off 4 that are real rare, real good. The average person would see those projects and think, didn't look as good as a banana. And they're right. It doesn't look as good as a banana. We know what's important because we are up here. We know what's rare, what is potentially next level, what is a new thing that can be stacked onto all those other things. We know what's important. But 90% out here, they don't know. And who's telling them, really, right? Who's telling them? We have breeders out there who think that, the market's crashing because people aren't falling over themselves to buy my snakes. Well, yes, because you're only marketing to the top 10% up here. And once they have whatever morph you have, they don't need it anymore. They're going to be breeding them. How about the 90% down here who don't know all that you know? And you have no connection to them, no way to market to them, no way to tell them, hey, here's what's important, and here's why I think it's important. Here's why I think it's worth this much money. If you're not connecting to those people, that giant, massive market down there, they're educating themselves. When they educate themselves, why would they come to you to buy? So, that's for JKR, that's what it's always been about. And I really believe that's been, I've never been the guy who had the craziest morphs. I'm usually one of the last people to buy into a project from somebody else. I'm usually one of the last people to do it because, for me, I would prefer to just make amazing, amazing things, and I prefer to educate people. I don't want to be up there at that top echelon just trying to get money from other breeders. That's not the point. I don't believe in that. I believe this is art, and I'm so passionate about it. I go to sleep thinking about these ball pythons. I'm just literally obsessed with them. And that's been that way for 15 plus years now. That every waking moment has been obsessed with ball pythons, and that shows. So how about going out there and educating a little bit? How about telling people why they should buy it? You know, make an argument. I really feel like there's so much out there, so much. There's so much more to do. I believe that so much. There is so many more people to talk to. A couple of examples. So, number one is, you know, on Facebook, every so often they'll have these threads on Facebook where it'd be one of the forums. I know many of you aren't even in the forums that are watching this video. You're not necessarily super connected. But someone will say, "Hey, who's your favorite breeder?" And the cool thing to me is, I think this is amazing, is you'll start to see, you know, people are participating. They'll throwing out, you know, 2 or 3 names per person, and usually I'll get tagged, you know, fairly early on, you know, in the process, and I'll get, you know, I really appreciate that. That's awesome. But when I go and I see that thread, what I see 100 names that I've never heard of. That's amazing to me. That's incredible, because that means that there are people out there making connections with people, with customers. And to that customer, they are their favorite breeder because they had a personal connection. They reached out and touched somebody and probably educated, probably told them something they needed to know, help them refine their thoughts to where they could actually get off the sidelines and make a purchase. Go out and get them. Go out and talk to people. Get in front of them. Tell them why your project, your thought, is important. My content, I don't ever even mention that I have snakes for sale. That's not the point of what this is about. This is the point of, I know customers will come. I know you guys will buy if you believe in what I'm doing. If you believe and you trust me, you'll buy, or you'll buy from someone else. That's okay. I'm okay. I'll be the best salesperson for the entire market. I'm okay with that. Go buy from someone else. But I want you guys to understand what you're getting. Times have changed. We're not marketing to the 10% up here anymore, guys. We got a giant, new, thriving community who wants to know who you are, what you think, and what morphs you're working with. They want to buy from you. Let's give people the information they need to move up and become more knowledgeable about these animals and to become part of the community going forward.